Previously on 13 Sentinels Aegis Rim.
You can't trick me. I'm not gonna get kidnapped.
Little punk. Missed.
Why don't you hit her with a bat?
She really is from the League of Darkness. I gotta tell the police.
Don't move.
And you dropped it.
You're a bad boy.
You know what? I never expected the lady with the big titties in leather to be telling a little kid that, but anyways.
Am I gonna die?
It'll only hurt for a moment. I've just implanted you with nanomachines.
Of course you did.
It'll add on to the program inside you.
So, Megumi was adding nanomachines to people, which lets them communicate with the Sentinel, which the guy that created the Sentinel was programming, thus creating Sentinel pilots.
Man, that stinks. Didn't I just get shot?
Did you find the key?
I don't know.
Okay. I still don't know what's going on here. But getting shot made me remember something. She shot me back when I was a kid, too.
You were shot. I'm going to need you to explain the situation.
I was on the train, and the nurse from my school shot me.
You know, typical
There were even other passengers around, too.
See, unlike America, the school nurse shoots you.
No, wait. That was definitely Fuyusaka. She was all grown up, but I know that was her.
Wait a moment. Slow down. You're talking about trains. Where is this happening?
It's the place you keep sending me back to. The train platform. And this happened when I chased Fuyusaka onto her train.
So you're looking for the key on a train platform.
Where'd you think you were sending him?
Well, yeah. Wait, you mean you don't even know where you keep sending me back to?
Okay, I see. That means the person with the key is somewhere around there.
Yeah, that narrows it down to like 5 people.
You just keep looking.
What?
When do I get the explanation?
What a... What? What a heck? Ah! Are you f***ing joking? What a c***s. Neji Ogata chased Iori Fuyusaka onto a train and encountered a little girl. She changed her appearance between Fuyusaka and Morimura, which caused Ogata to recall a forgotten memory from his past. Oh yeah, that f***ing explains it. Something about a key. And now the League of f***ing Darkness, or the Darkness of the League, or the Shadow League, or the f***ing League with the 5 f***s, I don't know. God. That was the most thing ever. And I still know less than I did before. Alright. Who is ready for some time shenanigans? Oh man. Okay. Oh, 25%. That's fun to know. Okay. Let me go into one of those refresh things where I get to read the things, because last week was fun. There's the music. Yes. The story is obviously locked. Okay, where was I? Juro, during the Battle of 2025, he sustained brain damage. To prevent this, Morimura created the new personality. Yeah, I remember that. We didn't do the Iori missions. Yeah, that's cool. Megumi. She enters a contract, is the only one who's able to see Fluffy. That's great. She's tripping balls. Sekigahara. When he wakes up, he finds a corpse of Chihiro Morimura beside him, but has no recollection of knowing her. He finds a message from his past self telling him to escape the world. We've got little... Oh. Right. BJ is Thingo. Now it's coming back to me. One day, Minami finds BJ hiding in the track room. He's in search of a memory cell in Sentinel number 17, so she decides to help him find them. She's very close to her neighbor, Granny Tamao, Juro Kurabe's granddaughter. The 2188 Natsumo Minami is Professor Yuki Takemiya's daughter, as well as Keitaro Miura's girlfriend. Huh. There is significant time fuckery here, but okay. Kaito... Okay. Keitaro Miura is a boy who shifted from 1945 to 1985. There's a lot. He did a lot more than that. He's considerate, very earnest, and takes good care of his little sister. He hides his forehead scar with a hat. Yep, all that stuff is coming. Right, that little sister. Okay, yep, it's coming back. Yep, it's coming back in waves, by the way. Takatoshi Hijiyama and Tamao Kurabe are both his childhood friends. No one loves this country more than he does. After shifting to 1985, Miura ends up staying at the Kurabe residence thanks to Natsuno Minami's referral. The same day, Megumi Yakushiji, who happens to be staying there, cooks up some meat he knows only as hamburger, which had him in awe in his first delicious bite. Why doesn't it say the thing about who's whose daughter? It's not saying it yet. In 2188 world, Keitaro Miura is an engineer and Natsuno Minami's boyfriend. He is also an acquaintance of Professor Yuki Takemiya, Minami's mother. As a history buff, he's practically fascinated by the Pacific War that occurred 200 years ago. Long hairstyle. This just keeps getting longer because I haven't taken a haircut in like 2-3 months since lockdown began. When Ogata was 7 years old, he was implanted with nanomachines by Morimura while he was training to fight the League of Darkness in an empty lot next to Takasaka Shrine. This is what allowed them to prepare Sentinels. Yep. Professor Yuki Takemiya in the 2188 world is Natsuno Minami's mother. And we have yet to find out who banged Yuki. She uses her maiden name Takemiya as she's already divorced the husband. She feels bad that her daughter Minami had to go through the divorce. So Yuki is Minami's mum. Yuki is also a spy. And we still don't know who banged Yuki. Fuck, that was a lot to take in. Okay. In 1944, he presents as a girl and goes by the name Kiriko Doji. Thank you, I fell for that twice. In order to prevent the Kaiju from destroying the world, Okino searches for whoever is sending the decode signal that caused the Kaiju. Which is gonna turn out to be the fucking people piloting the Sentinels. And they're piloting Sentinels because they're trying to stop the Kaiju. This is what happens when you fuck with time, right? There are consequences. You fucked with time. Now time fucks with you. Kiriko Doji is actually a cover identity. Gotcha. In 2188, she is Chihiro Momura's mentor, as well as a leading authority on artificial intelligence. Despite the fact that she's 120 years old, she looks much younger than her true age thanks to nanomachine treatments. This game absolutely loves nanomachines. This game is an advertisement for nanomachines. Takemi Wajima. This is... yeah. She lives in 1945. Tamao Kurabe has repeatedly been receiving medicine from RENYA GOUTO, which causes her to suddenly remember strange dreams. However, she starts receiving a different type of medicine one day that has the opposite effect, causing her to forget what she sees in her dreams. In 1945, Tamao exhausts herself in the burning ruins of post-Kaiju invasion and disappears as Keitaro Miura and others watch. However, she is not truly dead. Instead, she remains under life support inside her pod, waiting for the end. Once Tamao hears from Kiriko Toji that her parents aren't her real ones, and that she was brought here from the future, she can't help but sense that it's the truth. So much time fuckery. Like, I just love the last one.
Once Tamao hears from Kiriko Doji that her parents aren't her real ones and that she was brought here from the future, she can't help but sense it's the truth. And then that might explain the memory fucking. Because the drugs are inhibiting memories. Which are probably memories from other timelines coming into her head. Ugh. Tamao Kurabe, the landlady of the Kurabe house. She's Juro Kurabe's grandmother. She's also close with Natsuno Minami through her long-standing friendship with the neighbors at Minami House. She's currently visiting her relatives over at Shimane. Chihiro, well, hello. Chihiro is Keitaro Miura's little sister. She loves Miura and calls him Big Brother. She's under Tamao Kurabe's care in 1945. The Sakura High School nurse, who's also the homeroom teacher of Class 1B, which Juro Kurabe and Iori Fuyusaka are in. The woman who looks like Miss Moimura. The woman from Shu Amiguchi's dream who looks like Miss Moimura. She also looks like the woman who appears in Juro Kurabe's dreams, which also looks like Iori Fuyusaka. In truth, she's the woman he knows as Miss Moimura. This is where the fucking around starts happening. Because this might actually be Iori. Not Miss Moimura. Because she could turn out to be Miss Moimura. She turns out to be Iori. Which, you know, could be. He has a mysterious power. Childhood friend. Okay. Fluffy. He looks like a cat seen around Sakura High. They're two completely different animals. Only Yakushiji is able to see him. Right. A mysterious talking cat who offers Megumi Yakushiji a deal. I thought that these two cats were the same cat from a different timeline. Turns out that one of them was just a cat. Cool. BJ, one of the robotic drones manufactured by Shikishima Industries. They were manufactured for surveying underdeveloped lands and repairing machinery. And BJ also happens to be someone whose name I forgot. Which is why he's BJ. He's Thingo's dad, I guess. Fuck. Who the hell was BJ again? I forgot. Someone is in BJ. Someone's dead without a body, so they put him in BJ, but they're not saying it here for some reason. Why aren't you telling me that BJ is a Thingo? Seems like a tough guy. He's usually the one that gets beaten up. Yes. The man who appears and fights alongside the woman who looks like Iori Fuyusaka in Juro Kurabe's dream. God damn it. The track team, Special Investigations Unit, Loyal Crew, the Tamao android, the magical gun, an apparatus that uses compressed air to inject miniature capsules of nanomachines into a human body, also known as a syringe gun. So everyone is injecting nanomachines into people. Yes, please. Tell me who BJ's body person is. That's the part I forgot that I can't remember for whatever reason. 1976, Neji Ogato, who was 7 years old at the time, gets injected with nanomachines by Miss Moimura, the one considered to be the grown-up version of Fuyusaka. This is a crucial step in preparing the Sentinels. So everyone's going around and injecting people with nanomachines. Fluffy wants people injected with nanomachines. Fuyusaka wants people injected with nanomachines. Are they doing the same thing? We don't know. We're assuming that the nanomachines are all to get people prepared for the Sentinels. Or could it be that, you know, Fluffy's nanomachines inhibit Sentinel use? Or AI Miura. AI or Al Miura? What? What do you mean by AI? Oh, yes. It was him. After shifting to 1985, Miura ends up staying at the Kurabe residence, Hamburger. Alright, so you shifted through time in 1945 into 1985. Then you start dating Natsuno Minami. Then you die, so you become a robot. And then you go back in time and help your girlfriend. I mean, fuck. I mean, you're... What? Anyway. What's gonna be even more fucked is if the reason why she likes you in the first place is because you were a robot back in time helping her do whatever, which just creates this whole loop in the space-time, which I am not getting into. I am not going there. A device that Tsukasa Okino created to look inside a person's mind. He uses it to search for the key, and then we got stuck into that awkward time loop. What is this? Part of a fully automated global-scale manufacturing network without requiring any human input. Everything from planning, production, and shipment is automated by computers. Once it was deemed more efficient to synchronize the production of various factories worldwide, the system peaked popularity in 2080, comprising of 1-2 billion factories by 2142. Kolkata and Chennai in India have the world's largest plants. The name of the nano machine and technology used to override memories. Transplanting one's memories into another body is possible by sending information directly to the brain's synapses. In March of 2188, Newman Inc., the industry leader of interlocita tech at the time, and Shikishima joined forces to make leaps and bounds with this technology. Since then, there's been a rise of crimes with human trafficking and illegal cloning, thought to be attempts at reincarnating through technology. Well, that explains the memory bullshit. You can travel to 5 eras, 40 years in between. Operation Aegis. By hacking the underground mainframe computer at the moment the Kaiju attack, the Terminals Aegis system self-defense system will be force activated. As a result, the Terminals will automatically attack and destroy all Kaiju. However, activating the Aegis will render the time machine useless, preventing the user from resetting the timeline. Instead, they will be left to survive in the ruins of the destroyed world. So we're basically disabling all the timelines one by one. Which is right. So when we're doing the fight sequences, we're kind of in the future disabling all the time hopping we can do at the different Aegis points until eventually we all start losing, and then they hop back to time and where this whole story began. Right. The control key is a program code within one of the 15 individuals. Until the world gets destroyed, the one with the key unknowingly broadcasts command signals from their body that create and beckon the Kaiju. So one of the 15 Sentinel pilots is the person calling the Kaiju. We don't know which is what Thinger was trying to find out with the headgear. Fun. And apparently this key can also hop from one individual to another. Fun. Second generation Sentinel fires 8 concussive rockets. Okay. Kaiju. More Kaiju. High quad. Kaijus have gladiators, so they repurposed OG Sentinels. New school building. A 4-story ferro concrete building that was completed in the spring of 1985. Shiny, living in the hallway reflects a lot of sunlight, bringing out a much brighter atmosphere compared to the old school building. Most students are happy that they no longer have to deal with the creaking floors, but there are some students who miss the wooden smell of the old building. Shit happens. Cafeteria, dining area on the first floor of Sakura High School South Building. There is a school store that sells bread and bento for much cheaper than market price. The most popular items is the yakisoba pan. Second place is the mayonnaise chicken bento, and the third is the sandwich. Wait, there is a school store that sells bread and bento for cheaper than market price. Really? Well, that's really nice of them. Old school building, they added a west wing in 1985. What are they, building fucking robots in it? Athletics building at Sakura High School. About half of the students participate in some form of athletic. The clubs with the highest member count are baseball for boys and volleyball for the girls. Amaguchi's room. The train platform, what is this goddamn Harry Potter? Platform 5 of Kamazumi Station. You can get out on Tatsuji bound and Azumi bound trains here. Lab. Orbit. Gas explosion. Here we go. An incident where Juro Kurabe accidentally summoned a Sentinel when he touched Keitaro Miura's forehead. Kurabe unwittingly transmitted a mysterious giant robot into his favorite video store in the shopping district. Nice work. The news report on TV said that it was a gas leak that caused the explosion and the damage surrounding buildings. At the dock in 1945, Tsukasa Okino added a feature to the Sentinel number 17 that copies over the Sentinel Force activation code to whoever comes into contact with Keitaro Miura. This is the reason Kurabe ended up with summoning the Sentinel. Hang the fuck on. At the dock in 1945, Tsukasa Okino added a feature to Sentinel 19 that copies over Sentinel Force activation code to whoever comes into contact with Keitaro Miura. This is the reason Kurabe ended up summoning the Sentinel. You asshole. Okay. What was your logic behind that one? Shootout dream. Kaiju invasion. This is the fun one. The Kaiju attack in 2025. Juro Kurabe Izumi tries to protect the city by himself, but ends up losing. Following Kurabe's defeat, Megumi Yakushiji manages to find him in the ruins, but Kurabe had already suffered immense brain damage from piloting Sentinel for 2 hours straight. He loses consciousness in Yakushiji's arms. Because of this battle, Kurabe ends up completely losing his memories. And then they drug him to shit, change his personality, and, you know, Megumi accepts a contract from a cat. And also, Thingo, a Sekigahara is there too. But let's not talk about that. My god, he is ripped to shit! The dream Juro Kurabe sees of him killing everyone. Seeing this dream makes Kurabe anxious that he might end up killing Megumi Yakushiji, so he starts to avoid her. Right. So it's not because he's a dick and he doesn't appreciate her cooking, it's because in his dreams he ends up shooting her. And he doesn't want to shoot her, so he just avoids dinner. Gotcha. In his dream, the man called Juro Izumi, who resembles Kurabe, claims that the nanomachines in their bodies are what's cooling the dynamos here. Towards the end of the dream, Izumi gets shot by a woman who looks like Iori Fuyusaka. Man, fucking everyone's getting shot by someone. 1940s, 2060s, Bankara. Screw Bankara. 3 laws. And its officials in advanced technology. Kind of bought this. Yakitori, my god. Bento with meatballs, most popular item. Chocolate. Kami is a cat food that Megumi buys for Fluffy, a luxurious food that only uses white tuna. That spoiled fucking cat. Mighty Kaiju Daimos, why am I suspecting this is a kid's dream? Special TV series, War of the Worlds, PE bag, why am I buying everything? Black note. Numbers, we don't know what these means. 2 rows of the numbers are 4436853214. Piece of folded paper found in the pocket of a dead woman, Miss Moimura. Brown envelope. Yay. The Kurabe residence layout was created by Keitaro Miura in 2188, based off the things that Tamao Kurabe heard from her grandmother as well as old films that remained. Looks pretty nice. Works pretty well, I like it. An envelope that was on the ground near where Sekigahara woke up. There was a document, and inside the document says Chihiro Moimura, 31 Sakura High School nurse. A key of Shikishima's weapon development team note says, if capture is not possible, then shoot to kill. Okay, I just spent the last 20 minutes trying to get up to speed with the story. Holy fuck. Good enough. The rest will come with time. You build the house. Nice work. We see the shootout. Tetsuya Ida. The store's destroyed. You shooting everyone. You get sent back in time. The League of Darkness. Guy gets shot. There's an android being created. Operation Aegis. On the precipice of the Kaiju invasion, Chihiro, Moimura, and Tetsuya are discussing the fate of the world. The boy from the future. Sentinel pilot cadets. You're a lunatic. There was a trap. The mark on the pillar. Uzumi Unthundering, Precious Memories, Love at First Plight, Spirited Girls, The Dream. Wow, this is like the start of the game. Whoops. And then we jump into this. They ride on the bike together. He doesn't realize that she's a spy. He's talking to a television. Minami's interested in aliens. She finds BJ. Just so happens to be a future boyfriend, which is, oh my god. A new building. Sentinels. She starts going through time. Air raid. Right, the little sister. Chihira's kidnapped. Boy's first battle. Stuck by a bag. Okay, he's learning of Japanese history. We did last week. The uninvited housewife. Megumi, a girl in the same year as Juro Kurabe, suddenly moves into his house. At least she's paying rent. Although Kurabe did not know her well, Megumi asks if she had known him before. Poor thing. Why are you here? Another freeloader. Someone else joins the house. A house that shouldn't exist. Well, welcome to future technology and nanomachines, son. The visage of my sister. Yes, the girl in the little body that just so happens to be a grown person. You're hopping through time. You find your little sister. And then the talking cat. Wait, the talking cat starts here? That's quite the time lapse. Okay, now she starts shooting people. Gotcha. Medication record, he finds out about her. 13 Sentinel activates. Alright, so this is the first thing we start at the beginning of the game, right? And then she's a witch. And then Yakisoba Pun Boy is in the future. He meets Trap Boy. Then we're stuck in the goddamn train thing trying to find the key. No matter what we do, we get fucked. Then we find out it's Trap Boy. And then Megumi's still shooting people. And then Juro Izami finds out that everyone's lying to him. Then he wakes up from a terrible dream. And then Megumi's still shooting people. And then someone sees us shooting people. It's not magic, it's technology. More shooting of the people. Fluffy tells a joke. And then she's shooting more people. She shoots Iori here. And then Eki Sekigahara awakens. Great. And then he's being chased. He finds a message from himself and he still doesn't know what the fuck is going on. A little bit like me. Final battle begins. Witnesses Iori Fuyusaka enter Sentinel number 15. And then everything goes to absolute shit. Did I get the bonus in Battle 9? I'm pretty sure I got the bonuses in everything. What the fuck? Maximum 4 on the strike team, Amiguchi on the strike team. Did I, like, not have Amiguchi on the strike team or something? Who the hell is Amiguchi?
Someone's gotta do it.
Alright, maximum of 4. That's... Well, these two are overloaded.
I'm on it.
But I can still have them in there.
I'm ready.
I'll have them in there.
I'll go. You want me to go?
That's a lot of sentry guns.
Let's go.
Moving out.
Okay, got it. I'll go. Got it. I'll participate.
I'll do this just so we have 4 people. Cool. Alright, let's do that. Strike team. 4 people. Easy.
Is Juro going to? I'll go.
Alright, easy. I'll get this one. Amiguchi's on the team. This is Amiguchi done. No.
I got this.
Alright, let's do it. How did I not get this? I did everything.
My Sentinel looks pretty skinny compared to you.
Right, this is the one where she's complaining about Sentinels.
But hey, that's the spike, but that requires.
Activate the Aegis. Can I remember how to play? Just put the Sentinel here.
Back me up.
I mean, thingy.
Stay calm.
You're about to see some bullshit.
We must win. Initiating shield. Thank you.
Man, we've got it rough.
Fuck, he also has a shield matrix. Well, I fucked up.
Hope I can pull my weight. Man, we've got it rough.
Sentinel number 20.
I need to think things through.
And she just sends out interceptors. You're about to see some serious bullshit.
Crap, they're targeting me.
Incoming
Okay.
signatures from above.
And then I add even more of these.
Back me up.
Watch, I can basically AFK at
What
this
do I
point.
do? Please, help us. We must win.
Stay calm. I can do this.
I don't know, I'm just fucking lasers and shit. I could do that. Probably should do that.
Gotcha. Nice. I got him. They're on me.
We can do this. Right?
Fuck. I mean, the lasers should take care of the rest if they recharge in time.
Incoming heat signatures from above.
Back me up.
Not enough sentry guns.
Better put on a show for Yuki-chan. Don't miss.
There we go, now all the lasers are actually going to focus on the other thing.
Enemy down.
We'll flex you.
Leave it to me.
We will not lose.
More interceptors!
Counting on you. They won't get me.
Hope I can pull my weight.
Enemy threat range.
I'm just literally
Better put
moving
on a
here.
show for Yuki-chan. Number 20, moving out.
How do I focus?
Charge.
Gotta think.
More sentry guns.
Back me up.
And now it should just take care of itself.
Stay calm. I can do this.
They don't even need a shield.
Better put on a show. Number 20, moving. Stay calm. Better put on a show for you.
We must win. There's still hope.
Charge. See what I mean? It's just taking care of itself. Look at that.
How do I
Yeah, have another sentry gun.
lend a hand?
Go, sentry gun!
Termination of enemy signals confirmed.
At this point, it's just broken. We didn't even use the meta thingy. How did I not win this? Like, Amiguchi must have been not available. It must have been unavailable.
Terminal closure complete.
That is the only possibility.
2 kilometer area.
Looks like they changed target. Now they're going for.
Yay, we just closed off another time machine.
Could you get
You're just... Yeah, what?
No, I got played.
So eventually, they just lock all the time machines and they can't move. But that's not what happened. They actually had one activated somewhere in the future, which is why they're back here. Well, this is the first time they're doing all this. I don't know. Something's gonna happen at the end of this battle
We got
sequence.
through it.
Some big reveal is gonna happen. Okay, cool. Do I get a bonus file or do I just get one bonus point? Do I get a bonus file? Mystery file, Amiguchi's motorcycle. Oh, come on, is that it? No. Okay, everything else is star. Cool. These are like the basics. These are encounter, I don't think. These ones, we all got the star, we all got this, and it's locked. Complete true Amiguchi across the world in 30 kilometers. Cool. Alright, time to go back to Remembrance. Okay, he needs everyone over 30%. Cool. We haven't done Ioi, we've done Megumi's, we haven't touched his yet. We've done Natsuno's, we've done the Keitaro's. Complete Eiji Ogata's Victims of Poison event. I think I can unlock this. Great. He's unlocked. He's locked. We haven't done Tomi's at all. Shu Amiguchi, he's the one that's locking the battle sequences. We haven't done any of Yuki's. We haven't done any of Ryoko's. There are so many people we haven't even touched. I'm trying to keep it logical, otherwise my brain's gonna frickin' die. Because honestly, if I keep... Oh, thank you. Welcome back, Kaiseran. If I don't keep it clean, my brain will fucking die. So last week we were, you know, doing the digging of the brain. Maybe we should just stick with Takayoshi Hijiyama. Takayoshi Hijiyama ended up in 1984 after chasing Kiriko Doji. 6 months later, he reunited with Kiriko, who's actually Tsukasa Okino. Together, they made a promise. I mean, let's see where this goes.
Sure.
Good, at least my brain knows who you are, and the fact that you like yakisoba pan, and that you fell for a trap. That I can understand. Alright then. This at least keeps it logical in my brain. See? Nice and logical. Linear. How it should be. Before they fucked with time.
This is it, alright.
This is your school. In the future.
Though, it's a far cry from the school I remember.
Yeah, let's check it out. I remain here for a minute. There might be someone here. Anyone here? Huh?
So he was just playing the part of Kiriko Doji.
Yes.
I don't know what he's up to, but if I help him, I can save our homeland from this war.
Right, so this is at the beginning. Okay. Gotcha. Sneak in.
Now, I don't know if he's here or not. Still, I should go around the back. Keep a low profile.
Either way, we didn't do the bonus mission because, I don't know, I forgot or it wasn't available. It doesn't really matter in the
This
end.
had just been finished when I knew it. Now, well, it's certainly seen better days. So the Sentinel's a weapon from the future? It's strange to say, but it does make sense. After all, even one of its computers was so far beyond what we knew.
Okay. Reminiscence?
It
Reminisce?
feels like just yesterday. I walked these very halls to pick up Keitaro. And now, 4 decades have passed in a blink of an eye. Like a fairy tale.
Wait, that was you?
And this young lady would be?
Wait, so you were the guy in the Navy uniform?
Oh, that's Kiriko-chan. She came to us from Tokyo.
Oh! Wow, hook, line, and sinker.
I'm Kiriko Doji.
Why, Miss, you're stunning. My name is Takatoshi Hijiyama.
Little did he know.
I'm going to remember this day forever. Because it was the day you came into my life.
You're a funny guy. But you seem pretty incredible yourself, Takatoshi-san.
No. I don't know about that.
No, lol. This is awkward. It's like, I was just reminiscing. It's like, uh-huh. It's like, can you take that off? Uh-huh.
So what's got you all bashful and smiley in here?
Kiriko-san. I mean, Okino.
You really are a funny guy.
Well, this is... You know what? I'm staying out of this one.
You could have just taken a nap at my place. I didn't think you'd come running after me.
I'm not about to let you get away from me.
I showed you my hideout. Why bother trying to run now? Still don't trust me, huh?
I mean, you dropped him off in the future and kind of disappeared for 6 months. Can you blame the guy if he has abandonment issues? You dropped him off in the future for 6 months. I mean, you know?
I want to know everything about what you're trying to accomplish.
How much time you got, buddy?
I see. Well, fair enough. The question is, are you even going to believe me?
I've already learned for myself that time travel is real. At this point, nothing surprises me anymore.
Uh-huh.
No more secrets. What are you trying to do?
I'm trying to stop the apocalypse. A force is already on its way here to destroy the world. And they've got more numbers on their side than we'll ever have.
What are they?
I'm not really concerned with what they are. What I want to know is, why are they coming?
And that explains the head thing.
The answer is in something called the decode.
You know what? You should not be saying D anything while you're dressed as a girl.
Let me try and break this down for you. There are other humans with modifications like you and Miura-kun.
You mean nanomachines?
And they're beaming out these signals calling the destroyers here. Even though they have no idea.
So it's a double-edged sword. The nanomachines allow people to pilot the Sentinels, but the nanomachines also might be sending out the signals to get the Kaiju here. So what would happen if no one was injected with nanomachines? Would the Kaiju just not turn up? Which means you wouldn't even need to use the Sentinels? What is the yin-yang relationship here?
How do I even respond to that?
See? I knew you wouldn't believe me.
That's not what I said. I just don't know how to imagine the scale of this. An apocalypse?
I mean, we're lucky that he's a conversational person, because for me, you would need to get a whiteboard and draw this out. But that's just how I operate.
So the Sentinel's a weapon from the future? It's strange to say, but it does make sense. After all, even one of its computer... This other threat you said the Sentinels were meant to fight. Are you saying it's them? These destroyers?
They're a huge threat, all right.
And these people with modifications, like me, they're calling them here? But weren't those implants only added so we could pilot the Sentinels in the first place?
I love that he's actually asking the questions.
Well, I made the Sentinels, sure. But I'm not the one who modified all of you. There's too many unknowns with the Interlocutor.
Right, so they weren't given the nanomachines to specifically pilot the Sentinels. Rather, the Sentinels were created in order to be pilotable by the people that already had the nanomachines. So the reason why the nanomachines are getting handed out isn't necessarily to pilot the Sentinels, but rather possibly to call the Kaiju. Oh god! See, this is why I need whiteboards.
That's what I'm looking into.
Now, you know what's gonna be really fucked? If the Kaiju were the ones that created the nanomachines in the first place, and then convinced Megumi to implant people with them. That would be next level fuckery, which would make Fluffy a Kaiju. But let's not let my imagination run wild. Because that would just be more confusing for everybody.
So there are other Sentinel pilots beyond Keitaro and I.
You say Keitaro, I think Hamtaro.
A whole lot of them.
So this Interlocutor...
It's like a little network of tiny machines. It has to be implanted into your body.
Oh god, just call it nanomachines, please. Don't give it different names.
So what do you want me to do now?
Everybody's supposed to be in class right now. You'll stick out if you're on school grounds. We can't have you wandering around where staff can see you.
We're lucky they haven't changed the uniform.
It'd definitely be a liability for me, at least. There'll be more of a crowd when lunch period rolls around. Until then, you should hang out here.
Just leave him in the building. I mean, that makes sense. Did you at least bring him a yakisoba pan? Oh, he took a nap.
Sleeping face down on a school desk can't be good for my neck.
It really isn't.
Okay now. Still no sign of him.
Time to track down the yakisoba pan.
Noodles stir-fried in sauce, enfolded in sweetened bread. I don't trust much in this post-war world, but if there's one exception, it's my yakisoba pan.
God damn it.
He told me to wait until noon. I can only waste time napping for so long.
Well, this is true. Is he gonna witness something he's not supposed to witness?
It's quiet outside. Maybe everyone's still in their classes. I'm trying to avoid being seen here, so I'm not supposed to go outside, but...
Yakisoba pun! Nah, I'll be a good boy. But time is linear!
It's quiet. Maybe I'm trying to... So I'm not... Come on, Takatoshi. You can't just let Okino tell you what to do. I can't wait any longer.
Yeah, you go get that yakisoba pun.
So basically...
You mean...
But then that means the dream is...
Really?
No, don't end the sentence there. Tell me what the dream is.
So basically...
You mean...
But then that means the dream is...
Really?
That's what I get for not playing Fuyusaki's timeline.
Huh?
Sup? Wow, that's rude. Not even saying hi. That's just even more
A student's duty should be to focus on their
basically-
studies. You mean... This kind of
that means
hanky-panky
the
has no
dream is-
place here. Really?
Wow, 1945 must have been really fun. Do not talk to people of the opposite gender. It is distracting. Here, get on this airplane and crash into this American warship.
Really?
God damn it.
Not that that girl wasn't cute, I
So
suppose, but...
basically...
Clearly she has no eye for men.
What?
Then that means the dream is...
Did you just assume her orientation? Go to the break area. Get that yakisoba pun, boy. No, this is not yakisoba pun. This is vending machine. Does he even know what a vending machine is? This is how you fuck with time. Is he gonna use a vending machine or not?
I don't have any money. I don't have any money.
Damn. Alright, he's been here for 6 months. He knows where the vending machine is. So observe Amiguchi and Fuyusaka. Okay, I will spy on them.
So basically...
You mean...
Huh?
Well, this was observing.
So basically... It's not like that.
Right, so this is just like a blimp on the radar. Whereas the blue is like an jump point. This is just something.
It super is, though.
You think so?
Hmm?
Even Iori knows.
Hmm?
By the way, you know Nenji-kun?
Nanny?
Got a letter asking to see him after school.
What, for a sunset showdown? That's so old school.
Are they fighting?
No, it was a love letter.
Oh, this stuff again? You sure love your romance gossip.
It's not like that.
It super is, though.
You think so?
Even Iori knows.
Right. Yep.
By the way, you know Nenji-kun?
Does she like him? She likes him.
Did you see him? That boy was so cool.
Yeah, there it is.
Does he even go to our school, though?
Oh, please.
Thank God no one takes us seriously. He doesn't even go here! Oh my God.
There. That has to be...
The teacher, with the big titties. Who is probably Iori. No wait, this isn't the Iori, this is the Chihiro. The little girl. Iori's the one that shoots everyone. Cause, you know, they're different people. Cause that confused the fuck out of me for a while. Oh shit!
Can't let myself get spotted. it now.
Too late.
Okina would probably never let me hear the end of it.
Yeah, let's just go to the main fucking thing in the building then. Just get spotted. Oh yeah, she spotted him.
I should look somewhere else for Okina.
Oh yeah, she spotted him. She spotted him. Nope. Let me guess, I go back to the building and he's there.
That's...
You the one?
Nani?
Said you'd be waiting here around now. Even stuffed a letter in my shoe locker, right?
Well, that's romantic.
Yes.
Shit, she's cute.
Oh my god! Oh my god, another one. Hook, line, and sinker. Jesus. This makes me want to start a YouTube series where I get someone to dress as a girl and see how many guys they can pick up. Knowing society in a nutshell and with how horny people are, they'll fall for it hook, line, and sinker. And then you reveal it to them and half of them will still be like, so? And you're just like, well, shit. I didn't think this one through. This wasn't in the contract. And then the person's just like, help me!
Okay, so, what's this about?
I like you.
That is the easiest way to get a guy to do something. I like you. Oh my god. Here, like, here's a body. Bury it or something. I don't know. Guys are idiots. And his brain just fell out of his head. At this moment, you could just see his brain just fall out of his head. He's about to become like a flaying fish. He's gonna do anything he's told.
Seriously? You? Me?
I never understood this whole concept of telling people you like them.
Yes.
Kisaragi's bullshit was starting to get to me. Maybe I'm kind of a stud after all.
Oh god. There goes the ego.
What? No!
Oh god.
Kiriko-san. That rat bastard. You don't go for another fella's girl.
Oh god. This is just gonna spoil everything. This is just gonna spoil everything, isn't it?
Huh? What's your problem?
Oh god. You're gonna be like, she mine! And it's gonna be like, you idiot! I'm doing a mission here! Guys are idiots.
Hey! Put him up!
Hold on. Oh, jeez.
He didn't even have...
Did I just...
And ladies and gentlemen, guys are idiots.
I can't believe you, Hijiyama-kun.
This is... I mean,
he got him right in the jaw.
Don't tell me. You were jealous.
Of course not.
Yeah, which is why he just randomly knocked out... Whatever. Wow.
I'm sorry for hitting him.
His brain's on the floor yet? Because he did collapse on his head.
You can like whoever you like. It's none of my business.
Oh, God.
Where's this coming from? You think I like him just because he's a guy? Actually, you couldn't have picked a better time. This works. Nenji Ogata secured, despite complications.
Wait, you were just trying to lure him somewhere, so anything would have been fine? A chokeout would have been acceptable, a knockout was fine too? Oh, okay.
Now, help me get him into the old school building.
Wait, so what was your plan? To get him to the old school building by offering him a blowjob? I mean, he would have definitely fallen for that. He's like, let's go to that building for a blowjob. He's like, hell yeah! And then you're like, get on your knees. He's like, wait, what? Wait, what? He's like, what? You thought you'd be the one receiving? And it's like, this is not what I signed up for. It's like, what did you sign up for? The terms and conditions were clearly a blowjob. I never specified who would be given the blowjob, nor who would be receiving. It's like, god damn it. This game, oh my god. Oh god. I love how this whole school building is just a cover for everyone. It's just beautiful.
False pretenses or not, that confession really got to him.
Oh, right! And then you're gonna strap him to a chair and probe his mind. Well, that bridges that gap.
Even knocked out, he's still blushing. I almost feel bad for him.
He's probably dreaming about blowjobs.
So, that confession was just so you could analyze him, then?
Oh god, guys are so fucking dense sometimes.
Why else would I do it?
Oh, thank you for the Pika Pika, Jet. Guys are so dense. I never understood the whole confession thing, which is probably why I wasn't as useful in high school, because everyone there was like, I like you! I like you too! Let's fuck! And then 2 months later they break up. Whereas I never really understood that. I was more of the, you know, strategist.
Destroyers. So he's implanted with the same technology as me?
Which kind of works well for me now, because you could just plant seeds everywhere. And then they slowly grow. And then you just harvest them as you get bored. You know? You kind of have like a plantation sort of thing going. So you don't have to keep looking for new people. You just plant seeds in a couple of dozen people. And then you slowly water it. And then when you get bored, you just, you know, harvest one. And they can just sit there for as long as you want. You know? It's not like they're going to do anything. Because in their eyes, you're still top shit. You've just, you know, responded once every 3 months to a message. You just drip feed them that attention. You know? Keep them keen. And then when they get the opportunity, they're like, oh my god! Why are you seeing me? And it's like, oh, I'm sorry, I had all this stuff that I was busy with. Oh, it's okay! I'm priority number 1 now! Ha!
He's going to destroy the world?
He's sending signals to the things that will.
Oh, so you know it's him.
At least I thought he was.
Ah, shit.
Something's off. Nenji Ogata here is not transmitting any kind of command signal.
So why don't we just knock out the other Sentinel users and analyze them one by one? I mean, it's not like they're good at fighting. Well, a few of them are, but you could cross off quite a few people off that list. You know, at least half.
Looks like the decode signature has been changed. That's bad. Now I'm gonna have to check everyone's individual codes.
That's fine, let's just collect them.
More work I don't need.
Oh, come on, it's not that much work, just knock them all out.
What changes if you can figure that out?
We save the world. Or find a way to do that, at least.
I mean, that sounds good.
Sentinel. Don't we have the Sentinels?
How do you think I got Hachon? That was a mission. She like had a boyfriend in Japan and everything. What, you think that shit's easy to pull off?
You said you created them to save us all.
That's right. But we've already thrown 19 Sentinels at them and lost. We need a bigger game changer than 1 or 2 Sentinels.
Wait. Hold the fuck on. So what's happening now is after you've already lost the 19 Sentinels. Oh, son of a whore.
That alone's not gonna make a difference. You did your homework on the Pacific War. You get it, right?
Don't attack America?
When you're up against numbers like these, what can you do?
Don't antagonize the enemy that has not yet entered the war?
The Sentinels are meant to be a last line of defense.
What has the war taught you? Don't attack Pearl Harbor? Don't invade Russia? Bring winter clothes? History has taught me many things.
We've got a clue. But I can't access it from this side. He might be the only one who can.
Yeah, so we drag the body?
So, where does that leave us?
Right, and then we strap him to a chair and start probing his mind. Okay. So this bridges that gap. And here we are.
Morning, Hijiyama-kun.
Wait, why am I the one strapped to the chair? Excuse me? See, now I'm questioning whether that whole thing was a dream, or whether this... God damn it!
Okino? What's going on?
I looked at Nenji Ogata. He didn't have anything for me. But I took a look at your code.
Why'd you have to knock me out?
And I have to say, it's been very thought-provoking.
You did what to my internet browsing history?
Untie me this instant, or I swear...
Don't pretend like you don't like it. You kinky bastard.
Why are you getting so worked up now? This isn't all that different from the old days in the factory lab. Just the two of us, enjoying some quality time, right?
What?
The what now?
Even if that's partially true.
Excuse me, what am I missing?
Things are different now.
What's the context?
Untie me, before I really get angry.
Well, that's weird. You sound like you're mad, but these numbers don't lie. You're actually kind of enjoying this, aren't you? Being all tied up at the mercy of your crush?
Oh, now you're just being cruel.
You're such a perv, Hijiyama-kun.
Well, we all know that. Things like gender don't stop him.
Stop toying with me!
Well, why don't we see what's really in your heart?
What the?
Whoa, you really can't stop thinking about me, huh?
Don't be ridiculous!
I get it. You're lying to yourself. All to protect your self-image, right? But you can hide all you want. Your physical data gives it away.
What was it, the erection?
Don't lie to me!
Fine. Why don't we take a deeper look?
Stop!
Wow, this really says it all.
Stop it!
This is the browsing history, isn't it?
Stop, please!
I mean, you gotta... Yeah. He's still wearing the girl outfit. Like, this is kind of cruel. This is kind of cruel. And now we're into his internet browsing history. Wow. They made no progress after searching Neji Ogata's unconscious body, but after Tsukasa Okino searched inside Takatoshi Hijiyama, his true feelings were revealed. Really? Were they ever hidden?
Alright.
I mean, the jealousy, the chasing through time. I mean, what more did you want, man?
Feels like I've woken up from a terrible dream.
Imagine if Hacha looked at your mental browsing history. Oh, Hacha knows my type. She knows my type quite well. She figured it out. Like, Hacha digs shit up like the FBI. So I bury that shit like the CIA. Hacha knows my type. Like, I told you, when we're anywhere, if Hacha ever grabs me or holds my hand or something, you basically know there's an attractive girl around. And if she even tightens the grip even a little bit, then there's like a 9 out of 10 around. Like, I was walking through Taiwan, I wasn't even paying attention. And she just grabs my hand and I'm like, where?
And it looks like he's left me behind again. When does he even sleep?
He doesn't. It's called methamphetamines. Look up Germany in 1938. They used it for the Blitzkrieg. 3 days straight, baby.
Noodles stir-fried in some... The more I find out, the more dangerous he seems. Forcing his way into someone's head and messing around? He's unhinged.
And yet you like him.
So the Sentinel's a weapon from the future? It's strange to say, but it does make sense. After all, even one of its computers was so far beyond what we knew.
Okino's hideout. Okay, pretty linear.
If I've judged the walking distance right, I should arrive there around noon.
What?
I need to save up. Even a small reserve would be enough.
Noon? How far is this place? Noon?
I see. Okino was right. I just need to slip in the old staff entrance. Seems like nobody will spot me. Now, where is Okino?
Noon? Weren't we at like daybreak? Did we just walk for 6 hours? Fuck that. Our clothes are all sweaty and shit now. We stink. We smell like vinegar. Oh god. This is some time fuckery right here. You what?
Okino.
There you go.
What's going on? Why do I feel like this?
The return of the Y boner. Why is the music playing?
I see you made a friend.
Just a stray cat, that's all. I just gave it a little food. Now it shows up here all the time, so...
I mean, it gets food.
I ended up bringing food for it. Every day.
I suppose I can relate.
Yeah.
You used food to toy with both of us.
What? You don't like me taking care of you?
I didn't ask you to do that.
I'd better get going.
Going where?
Oh, right. You sticking around until Shintaro's done eating?
Shintaro?
Mind tossing the empty can for me?
Shintaro?
That's his name, yeah. I'm counting on you.
Okay, kitty, can you talk or what's going on here?
Oh, there's something under the can. Looks like 150 yen. Okino, are you still trying to look after me?
Lol. We're at stray cat. Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ. Is this the relationship? Jesus Christ. Oh. It's the teacher. With the big titties.
Whoa. She's one of the teachers at the school. I should go somewhere else.
She's probably there to ambush you, but anyways.
Isn't she... my Yakisoba-pun angel?
The what now? Yakisoba-pun angel? What the fuck?
She doesn't recognize me. Then again, I was a mess when she saw me last.
Did she?
Wait, if she's a student here, then... that means it must be sold here at the school.
Oh, did she give it to you?
This is where I can find that Yakisoba-pun.
That explains the 150 yen.
there it is.
Jeez, almost missed out. They only had 2 left.
Just 1 left.
Oh god!
Your finest yakisoba pan, please.
Wow, he just skipped through the whole line.
Oh, no doubt about it. This is the same yakisoba pan from back then.
Wow. Am I getting a flashback to Yakisoba Pan? Are you serious?
It's too much. So hungry. I've got no strength left.
So this must have been when you first jumped.
Like this. I'll starve to death. Desperate times call for desperate measures. Maybe on the main street, I could find some scraps in the garbage.
I like how that no matter...
What am I thinking? I am an Imperial soldier. The pride of the Empire. I can't dig through trash like some animal. I'd be better off dead. Still, I'll never find a paying job in this state.
I like how through... Even though he went...
I shouldn't have let the heat get to me. Taking that bath in the river was my biggest mistake. That cold left me out of commission for a while. And now it's been 3 days since my food ran out.
Damn.
I couldn't even find Kiriko-san in the end. Is this how I die? Alone? Wasting away?
Wait, she remembers you as a homeless person? Starving?
Excuse me. Are you okay?
Never better.
Was that your stomach? I know.
What's this?
I bought too much of this at lunch. It's yakisoba pan.
Yakisoba pan? I can have this?
If you'd like.
I suppose I'll take you up on that.
She can't be a bad person if she's feeding starving people on the road. I mean... No bad person would do that. And I like that no matter what he went through and no matter how much he was starving, he never once considered stealing from someone. That goes to show what type of person he is. He'd much rather look at garbage and eat it than steal from someone. That says a lot.
Yakisoba pan. It's so good.
I mean, when you're starving, anything is good.
Impossibly good. It's delicious. How could anything so delicious exist in this world?
And just like that, I want yakisoba. Mine is the bread.
I wanted to savor the taste, but I practically inhaled that whole piece. Now that I think about it, I never even got to thank her. My yakisoba pan angel.
Imagine having that nickname.
This should be good.
You haven't even started eating it yet?
I can eat in peace here.
Watch.
Still, I can't believe I got the last one.
Something's gonna happen. Start eating it.
I suppose it's good karma for my model behavior.
Lies! Now start eating it.
I was wondering where you'd run off to. Did you go buy that yourself?
Okino.
Wow.
Now, time to finally enjoy my...
Well, this is awkward.
You changed clothes?
Wow, I can feel the disappointment from here. Want me to get back into the skirt?
I don't care.
It's just that the skirt's kind of breezy. I don't have much on underneath it.
Oh, come on!
Makes me feel pretty exposed, you know?
Then put some underwear on!
I can't just walk around in the wind and traffic like that. Just think of what could happen.
Stop that.
Yeah, stop making him think about it.
You're clearly enjoying this, no matter what you say.
Well, it takes two to tango, doesn't it?
And you don't have to be so lewd about it.
You're the one that's being lewd about it. Now stop gripping that yakisoba pun so tightly.
If we're seen outside, the staff might chase us off the property. Once the afternoon classes are over, we'll head back. You stick around here until then.
This school has shitty security.
Do you want half of this yakisoba pan?
What? Oh, no, I'm fine. I'm not even hungry. Isn't that your favorite food anyway? You enjoy it.
I like how these two just keep blushing at each other.
Well, if you're sure.
You really are a nice guy, Hijiyama-kun.
Wow.
Okay, time to dig in.
Stop making those noises!
Fantastic. This is it. This is the taste that saved me. I have to thank the yakisoba pan angel. If I ever see her again, I need to thank her personally.
Oh yeah, just say this in front of the guy. Why not?
No, wait. I did meet her. But when?
And that's how Megumi just got put on the hit list. A few days ago. Flashbacks everywhere.
Good grief.
What happened now? Where we at? Forgotten memory. What up?
You're still going to keep trying then?
Of course.
Is it possible he really doesn't know anything?
There's still residual data in there from the switch. If I can figure out who's sending out the signal, then maybe I can stop it, or even control it.
Where are you going now?
The convenience store near the station. You haven't eaten since noon, right? I'll go get us some snacks. Help change things up. Any requests?
Yakisoba pan.
So much for changing things up. Haven't you tried anything else from this time?
Don't make fun of me. I like plenty of foods. I just haven't eaten any of them yet, that's all.
Wow, can't argue with that logic.
That's adorable.
Huh? Who's there?
What the hell is she doing here?
Female student? What is she doing out so late?
Contain thy erection, boy.
More importantly, what's she doing here?
She's gonna shoot you, isn't she? Well, this is unexpected.
Wait, have we met somewhere?
So she does remember you. Then why did she ignore you? What?
She's the girl who saved me.
What the fuck's she doing here?
She's the yakisoba pan angel. Excuse me.
Hey!
Please wait. I'm afraid the second floor isn't quite,
I'm sorry.
And she shoots her. Congratulations, you're a magical miracle girl now.
Yakisoba pan angel.
So she did know who you were. She was just ignoring you. See, this is what confuses me about women. They know who you are, they ignore you. Oh, okay. You want to play head games? I'll show you head games! You want to play checkers? I'll play 5D chess!
Why?
It's like, oh, I'm gonna be mean to you. Well, screw you. I'm gonna go for your younger sister's 2 grade below yours. As the story progresses, these files provide answers to mysteries related to the individuals and incidents that occur. You can unlock these answers by completing the protagonist's events, receiving them as battle rewards, and by using mystery points. I mean, yes, I know that. Protagonist story progress at 80% or over. 8. Currently 0. Wow, I love how that's locked. And I thought the 30% lock was bad. Hi, you need to have 9 people over 30%. Meanwhile, this guy, you need to have 8 people over 80%. It's like, why? What is so secret about the Yakisoba Angel? What the fuck did you do? That's some endgame shit right there. Cucked, goddammit. I got cucked hard. Alright. Let's take a break and jump into the next one. That's a good way to pace it. I want to play Advance Wars, but got... I sent a message on Discord when I went live. I posted it in general. And the times are usually the same. And plus there's a, there is a schedule on Twitch which localizes the time. So you could see what your localized time is on the Twitch schedule. So I don't know. Did something happen in your time like daylight savings? Daylight savings was like a month ago. So, not recently. Alright. Wow, I got locked on so many people. See, if I jump into Iori, that's probably gonna answer the question on what happens in the future with her. But then at the same time, we've got that whole Chihiro thing that you need to go through Gota to understand. He's locked. Tomi turns into an android. Yuki's a spy. Ryoko's new. The people want to see Goto. I think you tried to get me to play him last week. Yeah, I don't really have anyone in mind, so I'll go for it this time. I'll go for it this time. Okay, Byakuya, let's see what's up. And I'm already lost.
What do you think you're doing, Goto-kun?
And the time fuckery begins!
I believe I told you using the gate is prohibited.
Tell me, Miss Morimura, is history one of your better subjects? I have some theories myself.
Jesus, they're so big she has to literally hold them up herself.
I'd like to know if they're accurate. For example, the true location of the lost nation of Yamataikoku.
Eh?
And the truth behind the Honnouji incident. How Oda Nobunaga really died. Unfortunately, my paper in middle school was bound to the failures of our historians. In theory, I could update it into a full report. In theory, at least. A shame that the gates are locked to specific points in time.
What are you really working towards?
It's simple. I want to know the truth.
Are you all right? This isn't like you.
That implies an understanding of what is like me.
Oh God!
Or at least, that you believe you understand me.
Oh God! Now I see what we're dealing with.
That's not the point. You need to stop using the gate. I'm going to seal this place off.
Sounds like you've got something to hide.
I don't know what you're...
Wait. Perhaps a personal notebook seems a bit archaic, but it does present certain advantages. Digitized data can be altered, fabricated, falsified. No intelligent person should trust it. But you already know that, don't you?
You are acting strange, after all.
I hardly think you're in a position to talk. If anyone's changed, It's you. I can only wonder why.
What are you?
Miss Morimura, my question is, who exactly are you?
Okay, well at least he's asking the questions. And flashback. This is where the android's built, right?
So, did the scout unit have anything for us?
You do realize she's standing like that on purpose.
Well, the surface is a total loss. The automated factories are all running at full capacity.
They're mass-producing Kaiju.
And this is where the Thingo was built.
Hey, getting used to everything?
The technology itself isn't so different from 40 years ago.
Ouch.
The real surprise was finding that it's all been integrated into one unified system.
You sure don't seem like someone from your time.
How are things looking?
About like we expected.
Naturally.
All the nuclear plants are stable. Seems like it's the same for other countries too.
Defensive measures. They want to ensure nothing interrupts production.
Automated factory.
You sure don't seem like someone from your time.
So, these factories, are they particularly large?
It's more about how they got totally automated. That was back in 2080. They started functioning as part of a network instead of individual units.
A worldwide network comprising 1.2 billion factories.
You know what was funny back in World War II? Factories started specializing in what they produced. So for example, one factory would produce a left boot, and another factory would produce a right boot. Well, they weren't exactly in sync, so at some point there was like 200,000 right boots and no left boots. It was kind of useless. And then they ran out of materials, so they couldn't make any left boots. But they had 200,000 right boots just sitting there. Fun times.
All fully integrated and synchronized. Based on a client's request, the computer designs a blueprint. From there on, everything is fully automated. Assembly, production, even cost-effective ordering of parts. The human element was no longer necessary for those processes.
So it's a manufactory that can mass produce anything on a global scale.
So basically China, I mean, if you discount the global pollution and the starvation, and the copyright infringement, and the communism and organ harvesting of political dissidents. And the COVID.
Goto-kun, are you holding up?
These grand revelations don't really faze me anymore.
We checked on the plants in Kolkata and Chennai.
Since they're the largest plants of this era and all.
Their production rate has doubled over the last 3 days.
Just like last time. The timing matches up too.
Not long now. They'll make their move soon.
Okay.
They all function as part of a unified global manufacturing network. By its protocols, all 1.2 billion factories worldwide remain in automatic, perpetual production. And their sole output are these mechanized Kaiju, which we know as the D-Forces.
So 1.2 billion factories producing X amount of Kaiju any given day. And we're destroying a few hundred at a time. That explains the mobile factories. And they have 1.2 billion of them? Fuck.
Morimura-san, regarding my home time, that is the year 2064.
Oh yeah, there's some serious time fuckery happening.
You're certain we'll face a similar attack?
We don't have long until they appear in 2064.
do you mean you don't have long till they appear in 2064? So you can only hop 40 years at a time. So you hopped into the future to get him up to speed so you can hop back in time and try to, you know, attack them?
That much we know. It'll be just like last time.
No, not quite. This time, we have the Sentinels.
True. Anything on your end?
I was just going to say, why don't you hop 40 years before that and prepare Earth's defenses? But then I remember, well, the Kaiju did attack 40 years before that as well. So they probably caught wind of what you were doing. And it's like, fuck! So the nanomachines don't only transmit in space, but they also transmit through time. Which means the Kaiju have been around for God knows how long.
Loosely speaking.
We managed a partial data dump from the underground mainframe. Goto-kun?
It's an archived news report concerning a certain scandal. More important, though, is its date of recording.
When's the data from?
The year 2188. In other words, far in the future. Even more so than our current temporal position, 2104.
Let's see it.
Future scandal? My fellow Earthlings, I did not have sexual relations with that woman. Wouldn't surprise me. Old as time.
Before dawn on the 20th.
Yeah, it kind of matches the look.
8 Newman Inc. executives were taken into police custody.
Yeah, doesn't surprise me.
Charged with human trafficking and illegal cloning.
Yep, doesn't surprise me.
Their established motive was to tamper with human memories.
Doesn't surprise me.
Authorities consider this an organized effort and are pursuing further charges. Mind-hacking crimes have been on the rise in recent years. By exploiting nanomachines such as interlocutors, malefactors can overwrite stored memory information in cerebral synapses.
Oh, that sounds familiar, doesn't it?
This technique has recently been used to enable other associated offenses. These arrests come after a string of similar cases, including culprits criminally downloading memories onto another body. Evidence suggests these are attempts at a kind of technological reincarnation, and we've already seen more than 460 arrests connected to this practice.
Well, we love playing God, don't we?
A log concerning the scandal involving Newman Inc. The report is dated 2188. Some of their executives were taken into police custody. The crime in question was apparently attempting to use nanotechnology to, in theory, take over physical bodies.
I mean, makes sense, right? Override the memories in a brain, brain controls the body, all you gotta do is hack the brain. You know how to hack the brain, you've hacked the body. And we've got nanomachines, which are little pieces of technology. Technology hacks the technology, overrides said memory, bam, you've got yourself a body. You don't even have to do the pesky organ harvesting.
I didn't know it was even possible to download memories.
The crime apparently occurred in June of 2188.
Ida-kun.
That's not all. Let him finish.
Regarding this Newman, I found one more log that could be relevant. This report is from March, about 3 months prior to the other log.
Do I play it again?
Newman Inc., the tech giant known for interlocutors, has been acquired by Shikishima through a takeover bid.
So what companies typically do nowadays is they don't actually innovate and create new technology. They find little companies and startups that have created new technology and they buy them out. Because it's cheaper to buy out a company that's created a technology than pay for R&D. Like, it is literally a business thing. So a lot of small startups actually start their business with the goal of eventually being bought out by a bigger company.
Shikishima's CEO had this to say.
Nanotechnology has made leaps and bounds over the 22nd century. Now, even the human body can operate with all the power of a supercomputer.
Well, shit, fuck school then.
Interlocutors have paved the way for humanity's next step in evolution. For any one of us, all it takes is a thought, and we can have the world itself at our fingertips. With the brilliant minds at Newman driving our nanotech business, we look forward to a brighter future for Shikishima and all our affiliates.
With this acquisition, Shikishima now sits among the top 3 in global market share of interlocutors.
3 months prior to the Newman Inc. incident, Newman was acquired by the conglomerate Shikishima. With these interlocutors, apparently some kind of nanomachine information technology, they've become one of the world's top megacorps.
Well, it's time for you to dress like a schoolgirl and become a sleeper agent. Because if there's one thing businessmen cannot ignore, it is a schoolgirl.
They kept talking about those interlocutors. You think that's the nanomachines inside our own bodies?
Most likely.
So Shikishima's at the heart of this, too.
So the Earth still functions in 2188, but these Kaiju are destroying us now. And the Kaiju are mass producing almost like nanomachines do with proteins. What's to say that the Kaiju weren't created by humans in the distant future, and they're basically trying to stop us from stopping them being created?
At least we know we weren't wrong. This all began in the future after all.
Doesn't it always?
Still, 2188. 2104 is the furthest we can shift into the future.
I wonder why.
It's a shame, but I don't think we can verify this ourselves. I think we should drop this lead for now. Better to focus on protecting Goto-kun's hometown instead.
Maybe so. We're almost out of time, so we'll need to move quickly.
You would think that you have plenty of time considering how often you've been hopping.
Best to return to the school in the year 2064. We'll need the cooperation of the other 2 compatibles.
Goto-kun, we should focus on putting the Sentinels through the combat sims. I hope you can join me.
Sure.
Final battle a few weeks earlier.
My apologies, Miss Morimura. Making arrangements in 1985 proved somewhat difficult. I'm sorry we've had to remain here the past few days.
Not much we can do if it's an emergency.
So, I mean, I get that she's the girl with the big titties in the future. So instead of hopping into the past, she merges with the body of her physical self at this point in time. So that means that you cannot have 2 of the same person at any given point in time. They either, 1, don't exist there or are not there, or 2, their consciousness and memories merge within the same physical body. Here's the question. Why does that happen? If we are using these gates, imagine the gate being a door, and you open the door and you walk through the door. So you've got like time here, time here. You open the gate in this timeline, and you just basically walk into another point in time. It's almost like a door, you know, like a physical door. You retain your physical body and you can hop into the future, you can hop into the past, it's not a problem. If that's how time functioned in this world, there would be no reason for Chihiro to be stuck in her infant body. So something's up. Because if a body of yourself doesn't exist in the future, you seem to sort of materialize there. I say materialize because we don't actually see someone walking through a door. We see someone, you know, disappearing and reappearing. So I think it's in a way safe to assume that your body is dematerialized, then somehow turns into information, and then rematerializes in the point of time you're trying to hop to. And if your body exists in that given point in time, it simply merges with the body, which is what would be causing all the bad dreams. Because, you know, that's the merging of a future consciousness into the present. Or, like, past or the future or whatever the fuck. In this case, Chihiro is a child. So, you know, there's not a lot in there. So, that being the case, what's stopping you from, I don't know, living 40 years and then shifting back into your infant body, reliving 40 years, shifting back into your infant body, reliving another 40 years, and then shifting back into your infant body? You would keep that loop going, you would acquire all this knowledge, wisdom, information, and so on and so forth, assuming that time is linear, which it probably isn't the case. The little girl just keeps looking at me. Anyways.
I have to ask.
Uh-huh.
Was it absolutely necessary to dress me up like this?
Yes.
Does it bother you? Considering the age you appear, well, It struck me as the most inconspicuous choice.
I mean, the hat's a little much. God, I don't even know what children wear. Hey.
You're not having trouble walking, are you, Miss Morimura?
You should probably just call me Chihiro. Otherwise, we'll seem suspicious in public.
Okay, Chihiro. San.
Better drop the san, too.
Chan.
Honestly, I'm surprised you were able to find me at all.
A certain data log helped. I found records that your mind had been transferred into the young child standing before me.
Ah, that answers that question.
This body is a juvenile clone of me.
Clone?
I ran an experiment to see if I could restore my compatibility.
Wow, okay, so cloning also... Wait, so you could basically clone a body and put your consciousness into it. Okay, that fucking throws off the theory that she merged with her infant body. She just created a clone of herself. Then what's to say Miss Morimura isn't Inori? Well, she could be. She could have just changed the name, and I wouldn't know any different. Fucking cloning piece of shit!
It turned out to be a failure.
I'll go fuck yourself.
That's why I sealed my memories.
Great, now we're doing the sealing of the memories. You know what? I'm not even theorizing anymore. Fuck it!
I guess the log from that experiment got preserved.
I don't care. Let's just do whatever.
This compatibility, that'd be the ability to control the gate and the Sentinels?
You need compatibility to control the mainframe. I was once compatible myself. But after everything got rewound, I lost that power.
So you need compatibility to interact with the mainframe under the ground, which is what the Kaiju are attacking, and the mainframe is what's creating the gates, which are basically gates to hop through time, and the Kaiju are attacking them. And then by hacking the gate, it kills all the Kaiju in the area, but locks the gate. Here's the question. Who created the mainframe?
Maybe it's hard for you to see how crucial that ability is, but you'll understand soon enough.
You know, when you like get old and you don't want to die, so you just want to hop through time. They mentioned cloning in the log you just watched, so I don't know why I didn't think that was possible. Well, because they just mentioned it, and it didn't factor into my theory straight away. There's like a delay, because humans, and brain, and time, and theories based on previous knowledge, and not only just new knowledge. I don't know. Brain.
What's going on with my actual body?
My brain does the work, not me.
She's acting like a completely different person.
You do realize that the brain is actually split into two, right? Half of the brain is the part that actually speaks, the other half can't actually speak. So if you were to actually cut your brain in half, it would still operate. You would just be unable to control your left hand. Which is what they do in some surgeries when people are having intense seizures as children. They actually cut the brain in half. You know, the cords that basically merge them together. What they ended up finding is that the person still operates, they just can't control their left hand. Because the right part of the brain controls the left hand, the left part of the brain controls the right hand. And I believe the left part of the brain is the part responsible for controlling speech, whereas the right part of the brain isn't able to speak. So when you're actually alone, or meditating, and you're sort of thinking, you're actually communicating with the other part of your brain. Your brain actually has two entities inside it. Some people know it as the subconscious, and some people just think of it as the other half of the brain. Trippy, isn't it? What I basically do is, I'm here talking to you, and I'm like, come on brain, theorize. And my brain's probably thinking, this guy's a fucking dumbass. But you know what? I don't listen to that part of my brain. Because he's an asshole! Ow, that's a headache. Anyways, back to it. Yes, but your previous knowledge is not accounting for what the timeline clarifies, and you don't either read or understand it. At least we'll get these fun theories to think about. Neither of the two entities in my brain know how to make a functional human being. Neither does mine. It's very dysfunctional. Your brain is accurate, to be honest. Like, the problem with my brain is, sometimes it figures shit out, and sometimes it just trolls the shit out of me. So I have trust issues with myself. All I know is, it wants me to survive, so In times of peril, I just listen to it. At other times, it's just an asshole.
My theory is that someone's taken control of her.
Stop giving me headaches, head!
You're saying she got mind hacked?
She's clearly behaving very differently, at least. It seems like she's working against the Sentinel project. It's like she's been influenced by 426.
You have a tendency to overcomplicate things and miss the answers right in front of you. Because I typically don't accept information as it's presented to me. I like to think about it and work it out myself. Because, you know, being deceived most of your life makes you actually try to think of it yourself. Because as we know, people typically like to feed people false information in order to confuse and control them. And most people don't like to think about things, which kind of explains the society we live in today. Which is why I like to think things. What ends up happening is when the truth is right in front of you, you keep finding patterns that aren't actually there. And then you just go down a rabbit hole. Or I sometimes actually just figure out the answer and ignore it because it's too simple. Assuming that the truth is more complicated when it's not. That's the problem. I mean, it's sometimes a good thing, it's sometimes a bad thing. You know?
Or the man himself may just be wearing her face.
Ew.
That certainly explains why you woke me up.
Anyway, back to the game.
Not much to go on, though. Either way, we'll have to do some more investigation.
Either way, we don't know shit. Good. We're on the same page.
I can see it's been quite a while since my memories were sealed. 5 whole years. And now 4 sectors have gone dark. Talk about a rude awakening. First, you'd better catch me up on major developments in the last 5 years.
Easy enough.
Okay, so she hopped back into a previous body, and then 5 years later you came, or 5 years later she woke up?
Hardly comfortable surroundings for a briefing, though. I'll explain over in 1985.
Oh god, we're jumping again. It's like we're having a conversation, then we're jumping through time again. It's like, oh, okay. And now there's this guy.
That should do it for preparations.
God damn it!
Now, let's see if the biometric authentication works.
Fine, let's just keep hopping through time. Have you ever heard of Occam's razor? Occam's razor is the principle attributed to William of Ockham that in explaining a thing, no assumptions should be made then unnecessary. The principle is often invoked to defend reductionism or nominalism. I haven't. The truth of the matter is, I don't actually read a lot. I like figuring things out myself. I would be far more effective if I read and studied, which I don't. My brain doesn't trust things. In layman terms, Occam's razor is often stated as an injunction not to make more assumptions than absolutely needed. That makes rational sense. My head says no.
This refers to the humans who can control the UFO's mainframe. Those compatible have nanomachines implanted in their bodies. This refers to the humans who can control the UFO's mainframe. Those compatible have nanomachines implanted in their bodies.
I love how we just assume it's a UFO, well, unidentified. But it's like someone crashed a UFO in the planet. Yes. And we can control it if we have nanomachines. Yes. And we see technology from the future as magic. Yes. And there's a little girl talking to a cat, shooting people with a nanomachine gun. Yes. It's like... I would not put a laptop on the ground. You could just step on it and bam, it's dead.
Did it go through?
Did what go through? Please tell me you didn't just send your consciousness into the past.
Looks like that got me past the initial barrier at least. Now, with Miss Morimura's ID...
If your theories and reality differ, it is your theories that are wrong, not reality. Yeah, I know.
I should be able to get into her logs.
Video playback.
Found it. One of the logs she left behind.
Today's date is March 2nd, 2100.
Why are you wearing clothes inside a Sentinel?
Well, I guess there's no point in putting a date to these logs. They've probably got 4 years left until the invasion begins.
So 2104.
I ran an experiment on my clone. I wanted to see if I could make her more compatible. I had more than enough data stored in Sector 0. She would have had all my memories. However, I could not establish compatibility in the clone. No more than I could in myself. Maybe... there really is no way we can survive this.
Okay, so you put your memories in the clone, your OG body dies, we just go to the clone.
Not even Ida-kun knows about this experiment.
Ida being Kurabe.
I've kept this attempt secret from everyone. The memories I implanted in the clone have been sealed. I left her in 1940 under the Miura family's care.
Right.
She'll be able to grow up as her own person. Someone separate from me.
Until someone unseals the memories.
Until they invade, at least.
Right, and so when they invade, the memory seal comes off. Fair enough.
That methodology sounds familiar. Was she basing this project off of those memory overriding crime reports? All in an effort to achieve compatibility? So compatibility isn't just a matter of differences in the nanomachines. There's more. This file looks like the last thing recorded.
Bingo.
Ida-kun didn't make it back either.
Ida's referring to Tetsuya Ida, you're thinking of Juro Izumi. Ah, crap, I don't even know who Tetsuya is. Let my brain, I'll figure it out later. He's either the trap girl or someone else.
The remaining Sentinels are infected. No good to us.
Infected, are they the OG4? Did all 19 get infected?
We're running out of options. We'll have to resort to Operation Aegis.
Which is hacking the terminal and closing off the gates.
If we go that route, we'll be risking the future of humanity itself. How do I make the call on a decision like that?
Flip a coin?
But I don't know how else he and I can survive this. This is my only chance.
Right, so that's probably the point in time where you sent him into the past and you died.
Ever since the battle that ended with the Sentinels infected, Miss Morimura has been pushing this operation as one of its fiercest supporters. The final log that Chihiro Morimura left on the UFO. She speaks at length on Operation Aegis. Her goal is that he and she would ultimately survive, even at the cost of humanity's future. The question is, who is he? Oh, that's puzzling. There's a log registered under my name.
Ah, this is gonna be fun. The older glasses guide that he was talking about the future scandal. Kuma's brain, less mystery, more destruction. I've just found that my brain doesn't register people because I don't assume they'll be around for very long or important. Like, that's just how my brain works. If I'm interested in someone, I'll remember everything about them. If I'm not, I won't even remember their name. My brain is just like, it's not even worth the mental effort of registering you as an individual. You're not even a statistic. Like, that's how my brain works. It's slow as fuck.
As far as I know, I've never recorded anything like this.
Well, this should be fun. It's a message for yourself. Come on, do it.
RENYA GOUTO speaking.
Oh, son of a whore! What did you do? What did you do?
Did you confirm receipt of payment? Then I'm sure you can see to the details. Am I clear? I want her dead. Any means necessary. execute her, and stop the project. That's not my problem. It's in your hands now. Do you realize what'll happen if her project gets approved? It could ruin everything we worked for. You know what must be done. Kill Chihiro Morimura.
Well, she was dead in the past, but she had like the paper thing with the numbers. Well, that's you then.
Was that really me?
You grew a beard. You had facial hair. Congratulations, son. You go through puberty.
That man was a Shikishima executive from the year 2188.
Boy, is that not good enough for you?
Is that supposed to be my future?
Oh, it is what you make it.
Seems like a private communications log. The other person on the line wasn't recorded. But it's clear enough what they're talking about. That was an assassination order on Chihiro Morimura. Which I seem to have called in.
Oh, come on! 80% for over 12 people? Are you joking? And this isn't even considered 30%, so it doesn't even contribute to fucking Juro. Oh, you cunt! What a cunt move! That is such a cunt move! What was the point of that? That was fucked! The RENYA GOUTO continues to seek the truth. While in the UFO, he discovered footage of an elderly version of himself. Alright, so you were in the UFO. But this in no way contributes to unlocking anyone, because it's 14%. And you need at least 30% to contribute to anything. And then you have to have a bunch of other people over 80% to start unlocking these fuckers. Well, that was nice. Was that me? In the future? Am I an executive of nanotechnology? Why am I killing Miss Chihiro Morimura? Find out at the end of the story. Oh, god damn it. You can always check the files and timeline to give your brain more info to process. Yes, but if I do that, that tires out my brain, preventing me from playing more. You do realize a lot of my brain power is going to the stream. I don't have 100% brain power on the game. I probably have like, I don't know, 50% of brain power on the game. At best. So if I keep switching about what I'm thinking about, I will tire myself out quicker and quicker. After seeing Morimura's logs in the mainframe, Goto visits Kurabe House 1945 to abduct the clone, Chihiro, and restore original memories. Makes sense? CEO of a large conglomerate. Okino straps Ichima to a chair in an abandoned factory and analyzes his mind. However, Okino has already seen inside his brain. When adjusting code, she is Chihiro Morimura's clone, created from the compatibility experiment. Upon birth, her original memories were sealed by Morimura, and she lived a normal life as Miura's little sister. However, once Renya saw Miura's experiment log from March 2nd, 2100, he abducted her from the house and awakened her sealed memories. Goto is the only one who prepared her kindergartner outfit. He looks like Fluffy, but they're two different cats. Damn, that was a mind trip. Huh. So this is Moimura. She progresses in the timeline. And this clone's created here. Damn, okay, that's a lot of fuckery. Fun. Fun. Okino used it to check Takatoshi Hijima's brain, wherein the headgear shows all your thoughts and feelings. Aegis system. Holy crap. A terminal self-defense system. Where the Aegis system is activated, the Kaiju won't be able to invade a specific range around. It takes 2 minutes for the system to activate. The compatible. Those with the capacity to control the gate, sentinels, and mainframe. In an experiment to see if she could transfer her compatibility onto her clone, Moimura used her data, which she had saved in Sector 0, to create her clone. However, this experiment failed to establish compatibility.
Could Sector 0 be the school? The Sentinels were ready for use after the 2104 invasion. The first time they were actually used in battle was 2064. So they created them, then took them to the past and made them useful. And then the Kaiju started improving their stuff because they realized that they're actually fighting robots rather than people. Canned food that Tsukasa Okino buys for the stray cat keeps showing up at Sakura High School ever since Okino fed him one day. So Okino starts bringing the canned food for him daily. That's cute. Motorcycle. Shu Amiguchi rides his motorcycle to school even though it's against the rules. Shikishima. Displacement. 250 cc's. I mean, that's cool. Ah, notebook. A notebook that Renya Goto always walks around with. It includes schedules, daily entries, investigation, finding issues, unanswered questions, and more. All written with characteristic conciseness and clarity. This is one of the birthday gifts that Goto was given each year by his father, but he only has a few more days before all the pages are filled. Ah. Interesting. Yeah, we're gonna have to jump into someone else's story soon. Alright, we're gonna take a break and then jump into another story. That was fun. If that's an LP, that's like 40 minutes. Alright, quick little break.
She said something along those lines too.
She, huh? His real name is Tsukasa Okino.
Oh!
He wears that stuff for his own reasons.
That was a guy?
Don't joke about that. You're just trying to confuse me.